Anton Alekhanov, the Minister of Industry and Trade of Russia, announced that the fuselage assembly cycle of the Tu-214 could be shortened to 12 days, enabling the production of up to 20 aircraft per year. The headline was brief, but its implications are far-reaching. The statement was delivered during an on-site meeting of a coordination headquarters focused on labor productivity. It reflects a deeper transformation currently underway at the United Aircraft Corporation, a subsidiary of Rostec. Understanding the importance of this announcement requires placing it within its proper industrial and strategic context. Alekhanov made the statement during a visit to the Kazan aircraft plant, the historic production site of the Tu-214 and a Tupolev branch within the United Aircraft Corporation. According to the minister, the shift toward a 12-day fuselage assembly cycle has been enabled by three interconnected initiatives: the introduction of lean manufacturing tools, the construction of new workshops, and a large-scale renewal of core production assets. Equally important, he emphasized cooperation with productivity competence centers and professional skills development agencies. This indicates that the initiative is not limited to purchasing new machinery. It also involves reshaping industrial culture, workflows, and workforce capabilities. To fully appreciate the significance of a 12-day fuselage cycle, it is necessary to clarify what fuselage assembly actually entails. The fuselage is the central structural element of an aircraft. It houses the cockpit, passenger cabin, cargo holds, and the main pathways for wiring, hydraulics, and environmental control systems. The fuselage assembly cycle measures the time required to transform separate fuselage sections into a complete structure ready for final assembly. This includes the precise joining of sections to ensure structural alignment and integrity. Internal frames, floor beams, and load-bearing structures are installed to achieve final strength. At the same time, teams route electrical wiring, hydraulic lines, and system conduits that form the backbone of avionics and flight control integration. Once this cycle is complete, the fuselage is ready to be joined with wings, landing gear, avionics suites, and other major assemblies. Reducing this stage to 12 days does not mean the aircraft itself is finished in that time. Final assembly, system testing, painting, interior installation, ground trials, and flight testing occur later. What changes is the speed at which the aircraft's structural backbone moves through the factory, removing a major production bottleneck. Historically, Tu-214 production followed a slow, batch-based model. Aircraft were effectively hand-built, with heavy reliance on manual labor, irregular component deliveries, and long pauses between stages. Annual output was often measured in single digits, and in some years, production was largely symbolic. A 12-day fuselage cycle signals a shift toward flow manufacturing. Instead of working on isolated fuselages, multiple units move simultaneously through standardized workstations. Each station performs a defined set of tasks within a fixed time window before the fuselage advances to the next stage. This approach demands a high degree of standardization in design and production procedures. Every fuselage must follow the same sequence without variation or delay. Component supply must be precisely synchronized so that parts arrive exactly when needed rather than sitting idle in storage. The workforce plays a crucial role in this transformation. Workers must be trained to carry out repetitive, high-precision tasks with consistent quality under tighter time constraints. The factory layout must also support linear movement, minimizing backtracking, congestion, and idle time. Together, these changes convert the plant from a craft workshop into a true assembly line designed for continuous output. At first glance, a 12-day fuselage cycle might appear to support far more than 20 aircraft per year. In reality, aircraft production is constrained by multiple parallel processes. Fuselage assembly is only one critical path among many. Once the fuselage line ceases to be the slowest stage, Other areas such as wing assembly, final integration, and testing can be balanced around it. Maintaining multiple fuselages in progress at any given time allows for steady delivery rather than sporadic bursts. Given current factory size, staffing levels, and supply chains, a mature 12-day rhythm is considered sufficient to support roughly 22 Tu-214 aircraft per year. To place this in perspective, it is useful to compare it with Airbus. Airbus produces the A320 family on multiple final assembly lines across Europe, Asia, and North America. Its output is measured not in days per fuselage, but in aircraft per month. At peak rates, Airbus delivers more than 60 narrow-body aircraft per month, exceeding 700 aircraft per year. Fuselage sections are produced on highly automated lines, with takt times measured in hours. Compared to this scale, Russia's target of 22 Tu-214 aircraft per year is modest. However, Airbus operates within a mature global ecosystem built over decades, with unrestricted access to suppliers, capital, and export markets. Boeing's narrow-body production provides a similar benchmark. The 737 program has historically produced hundreds of aircraft annually. This is made possible by a deeply optimized supply chain, where fuselage sections often arrive fully equipped and are rapidly assembled. In this context, the 12-day fuselage cycle for the Tu-214 is not world-leading. It represents an early stage of industrial maturity rather than a final destination. A more relevant comparison can be drawn with Embraer. Embraer's regional jet production is significantly lower than that of Airbus or Boeing, with annual deliveries typically ranging from several dozen to just over 100 aircraft. Even so, Embraer generally exceeds the projected output of the Tu-214, underscoring the difficulty of scaling aerospace manufacturing from a low baseline under constrained conditions. The motivation behind Russia's push for this transformation is fundamentally strategic. First, technological sovereignty has become critical. With limited access to Western aircraft and components, domestically produced airliners are essential for maintaining civil aviation capacity. Second, the program preserves industrial continuity. Aerospace manufacturing sustains advanced engineering skills, materials research, and high-value employment. Reviving Tu-214 production helps retain these capabilities within Russia. Third, the effort functions as a learning platform. The tools, workflows, and workforce practices developed for a 12-day fuselage cycle can later be applied to other aircraft programs, including potential next-generation designs. Despite the optimism of the announcement, significant challenges remain. A faster fuselage line is meaningless if engines, avionics, or interiors arrive late. Workforce shortages, training demands, quality assurance, and certification requirements all pose risks. It is also unlikely that 20 aircraft per year will be achieved immediately. Most observers expect a gradual ramp-up, with lower output in the early stages before lean manufacturing practices fully take hold. Ultimately, the 12-day fuselage assembly target is less about matching Airbus or Boeing and more about crossing a threshold. It marks the transition of Tu-214 production from artisanal, low-tempo activity to a structured industrial process with predictable output. In global terms, 20 aircraft per year is small. In the context of Russian civil aviation, it is transformative. It signals a deliberate effort to restore manufacturing discipline, workforce skills, and production rhythm under challenging conditions. Whether the target is fully achieved will depend on execution rather than announcements. What is already clear is the direction of travel. Russia is betting that a modest but sustainable domestic airliner industry can be rebuilt through faster, leaner production, beginning with a 12-day fuselage cycle. If you liked the video, please subscribe, share, and like. Also, please take the membership of Altitude Addicts to encourage us.